Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure review, and today we are jumping into the time machine as we look at the Fallout Legacy Collection Lone Wanderer figure. Alright, so this action figure I believe is from 2015. So you're looking at something that's about 7 years old. It was produced by FUNKO. FUNKO is best known for making Funko Pops, but they've also dabbled in the world of action figures. This was part of their Legacy collection. And with the Legacy collection, they kind of touched upon different properties like video games. I think they did Evolve, they did Magic the Gathering. They did some. They had a short-lived line of Game of Thrones action figures, which the sculpting on those were beautiful, but the quality control was left much to be desired. They made figures for Skyrim and this Fallout. And over here we have the Lone Wanderer. This is the... I don't think they ever made a female figure. They just made the male version. And it's... I want to say it's a cool figure, but it's really... It hasn't aged well at all. The sculpting, it's all right. The paint application is okay. But the articulation, you know, if you just look at it, especially like around the leg joints, it's just horrible. This figure is really... It's not even a product of its time, because I think in 2015, other companies are putting out better quality action figures, but I couldn't say no to this. I'm a big Fallout fan, and it's not very often you get Fallout action figures. So, the box, it's very minimal. You know, not much going on the back either. It's just a up close look at one of the Brotherhood of Steel, and then you have the Lone Wanderer and the Power Armor. Those are also in the collection. So yeah, very bare minimum of an action figure. It would have been nice if they included more accessories. You know, maybe his companion, Dog Meat, the dog. Or if they made the female version of the Lone Wanderer. But this is all we got outside of the Power Armor. And we could take a look at the figure loose, because I do have a loose one on hand. Here's the figure up close. It almost looks like the sculpting of the face is okay. He kind of has, if you look carefully at his face, he's kind of suffering from that side eye. He's not looking straight on. He's kind of looking towards his upper left. So that's kind of odd. His face almost kind of resembles actor Scott Bakula from the old television show Quantum Leap, or if you remember Star Trek Enterprise. The paint application, it's alright. I mean, he's covered in dirt. You know, looks like he's been wandering the wasteland. So yeah, it's very, very okay for an action figure. You know, he has a shoulder pad up here. He has a harness, you know, bullet, I forgot what this is called. It's kind of like that strap where you put all your bullets. Pouches, he has a holster that's not functional. He's wearing a Vault 101 jumpsuit. I will give them this. The dirt application actually looks like real dirt. So, asymmetrical knee pads, different designs. In terms of this guy's articulation, his head looks left and right. His arms rotate. Now, the quality control on the Funko Legacy figures wasn't the greatest. The figures are kind of prone to breakage, so I don't want to handle this guy too roughly. His arm goes out, and if you look, the joint here is terrible. You kind of see the ball. Elbow bend, elbow swivel, wrist swivel. He has a cut underneath his breast line, so it kind of twists. I'm not even going to attempt the leg articulation because I have no idea how this even works. It's kind of tight. I don't know if his legs can even kick up. He does have his Pip-Boy on his one arm, which is a nice feature. Double pinned knees. Again, I don't know how it doesn't want to move that easily, so I don't want to risk breaking it. Ankle articulation, and they also twist. So it's a very okay figure. Here's his rifle. This figure, I don't know. Fallout is such a big video game property. I kind of feel like Funko dropped the ball when they did this line of action figures. There's so many characters in the world of Fallout that they could have, touched upon and added some longevity to the line, but they only got the 2 action figures out of it. Alright, so is this something you need for your collection? If you're a Fallout fan, I'm going to say yes. If you could find it for like a really cheap price, I'd say jump on it, but don't pay more than like $15 for it. It's not very often that you come across Fallout action figures, but I had to have this. I'm a big fan of the video game, so if I had to rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10, 5 to a 6. And that's just being generous. It's kind of a disappointing figure, but like I said, I don't come across Fallout action figures all that often. There's a lot of Fallout merchandise, but there's just not a whole lot of figures outside of like, the miniatures from the tabletop games. Alright, with that being said, once again, my name is Lou. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for your continued likes, comments, and support. I greatly appreciate it. So, until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.